Johnny here for Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. Today I want to help you out in regards to road testing the Ford Maverick, because guess what? Ford has already sold over 80,000 of these Ford Mavericks. So we're in a situation where we're starting to risk of possibly being in a Bronco-like situation, meaning that there'll end up being more reservations than possible production of the vehicle. So I want to help everyone out make a decision real soon to make sure that you can get your Ford Maverick on time and not have any heartache or trouble. And how can we really pick out a vehicle when we don't even know how it drives? So I've done the next best thing. I found a vehicle, now that's the Ford Escape, that shares the same powertrain. It's almost identical. So it uses the same 2.5 liter engine. Now that engine has on its own 162 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, and it has 155 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. However, the electric motor really kicks that up. It kicks it up to 191 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. Now, these are the same numbers out of the Ford Escape. Now, the Ford Escape weighs roughly 3,650 pounds when offered in hybrid version. There's not more than, it's almost identical in weight to the Maverick. The Maverick's exact weight is in hybrid version is estimated to be at about 3,654 pounds. When everything's said and done, I don't expect more than 100 pounds difference between these two models. So it makes for an excellent comparison. And being that these two vehicles, the Ford Maverick, the 2022 Ford Maverick and the 2021 Ford Escape, share the same platform. Now they're also sharing that platform with the Bronco Sport, the Lincoln Corsair, and I think this is going to be just a perfect comparison, because Ford doesn't, once they have a recipe that works, they don't just rewrite the book every time they make a new model. So I am expecting the sound deadening materials to be of the same, recycled blue jeans in the doors, seat comfort. I bet that it looks like the seats are extremely similar, and I'm expecting the fabric to be quite similar. So I'm going to be reviewing everything from the interior of the Ford Escape, of course, what kind of miles per gallon do I get? What kind of fuel consumption am I getting? I'm going to be answering the question of how does it accelerate? How does it feel? Does the vehicle have a good quality feel? What's the interior like? Really, I want to go through everything in regards to the emotional experience behind driving. Now, I'm sorry if today I sound a little congested with all the forest fires going on. We had a full day of really thick smoke, and I am a bit congested. So sorry about that, but please bear with me throughout the vehicle. You're going to get road test of an Escape, because it really is comparable to what you should expect out of the Maverick in regards to fuel economy, acceleration, noise. Even I'd say the suspension's probably going to be quite similar. So bear with me, and let's put the pedal to the metal and jump right in.
Okay, so here we have a 2021 Ford Escape with hybrid option. So it's a 2.5 liter with the hybrid option. So it has the electric engine added on to that 2.5 liter Atkinson engine. A decent little power unit. We're going to test out its power. Really importantly, we're going to test out what kind of sound it makes, because a lot of people are probably wondering for the Maverick, hey, what's this going to sound like? What's this going to be like? What's the feeling when we drive? Does it have enough power? What kind of a fuel economy can we expect? And this is a fantastic comparison, because the weight of this vehicle is about 3,600 pounds, and the weight of the hybrid Maverick is going to be about 3,600 pounds. So they weigh the same, more or less. They have, there's not much more than 100 or 150 pound difference between the two vehicles. They're using the same platform, and they're essentially using almost identically the same powertrain. So let's give this a ride. First of all, I can tell you getting into the vehicle that the cloth interior on Ford's, it's good, it's sturdy, it's thick, it feels good. There's no issues here, and I really don't expect any issues to be with the cloth seats on the Maverick. I'm expecting a good cloth interior, nothing that feels like carpet. It's going to feel nice, thick, and quality. And we can also see that the vehicle is really quiet. I'm idling right now. I'm sure you can't hear anything because we're in all electric mode. So this idles in all electric mode. Often when you drive, if you're not too hard on the pedal, it's also going to switch to an all electric mode, meaning you don't consume any fuel, and this auto generates its own electricity. To explain it simply, when I let go, or when you will let go of the gas pedal, your transmission is going to start turning in the opposing direction that it turns in order to turn the wheels. And when it does turn in that opposing direction, it's to act as a generator, and it recharges that 1.1 kilowatt battery. So we're currently on the highway, and I can tell you that the sound deadening materials on this vehicle are very good. They're not comparable to, you know, a Lincoln Aviator, but they're very good for the price of the Escape Hybrid and the price, especially the Maverick Hybrid. And I expect the sound deadening and you know, the whole quality of the ride, I expect it to be really similar with the Maverick. I don't expect the Maverick to be any louder on the highway, and this vehicle does a good job of, you know, removing the outside noises. You can tell even when I'm going over a bridge and you've got, you know, those bridge humps, we get on them, we got over them, a little bit of noise, but nothing to really ruin your day at all. And anyways, the sound system in most Fords are anywhere from very good to excellent. I absolutely love the Bang & Olufsen sound systems that are in the F-150s, the Mach-E. And if the Maverick has a sound system like this Escape SC, well, it's going to do the job quite well. So right now I'm doing corners at about 45 miles per hour, and the Escape has great handling. I love the handling of an Escape. I'm surprised that an SUV that's high off the ground gives you this kind of handling. And you know, with the Maverick's width and height, the shared platform, I expect the Maverick to take corners extremely well also. So here's another corner at now 40 miles per hour. Sticks right to the ground, gets you through the corner. It's actually, Escape's fun to drive, and I expect the Maverick to be a good amount of fun to drive, even if it is hybrid. And I know that sounds like I'm making crazy talk. How can a hybrid be fun to drive? Well, they are fun to drive if they have acceleration, which this has decent acceleration, and when they're able to corner. And more important than acceleration, I find, is cornering. And this is coming from me. I've got a Mustang 5-liter, but I like the corners. The bendies are where the fun happens. It's no fun getting a ticket and losing your license. Highway passing, though, is a cinch. It's a breeze. I just went from, you know, about 50 miles per hour to 70 miles per hour. Passed 3 cars, did it quickly, did it efficiently. No issues of being in a dangerous situation because this lacks acceleration where it counts. Where does acceleration really count? It's not from 0 to, you know, 50. It's either, or sorry, I mean kilometers per hour. It's not from 0 to 30 miles per hour. It's when you're going from, let's say, 30 miles per hour to 60 miles per hour because you're passing on a two-way road. Or when you're on the highway and you need to pass someone, well, you need to get the job done. Especially when you're passing cyclists, or in my area, farm tractors. Farm tractors and cyclists everywhere on, you know, two-way roads. When you're passing and you're doing, let's say, 30 miles per hour, you need to get to 60 miles per hour really quickly. And when you're on the highway, you need to get from 50 miles per hour to 70 miles per hour really quickly. That's where it counts. And the 2.5 liter hybrid engine gives you that power right in those places, and that's where it counts. And that's why I can say I like this. Now, this road, it's a main road, but, well, it's Quebec, so what can you say? It's kind of like some light off-roading. So that's why you'll see a little camera shake. But while the camera is shaking, I'm very comfortable in the seat, and unlike my 94 Mustang, the seat's not absorbing over 50% of the bumps. The suspension on the Escape's actually doing a good job of absorbing these bumps. They're not going to my back. Now, I've said it on the channel before, and if you're new to the channel, I injured my back, and this was about 10 years ago, and my back still has issues, and I'm not feeling it in the back. I could do a long haul. I feel I could do a long haul with this vehicle. Now, I haven't driven it for 8 hours, but I feel like I could drive it for 8 hours. And because it's a hybrid, right now I'm at the lights, and of course, I'm in all electric mode and I'm not using up any gas. Now, I've done just a few miles and I'm at 35 miles per gallon. And I'll tell you in just a moment how many miles exactly I did do, but recall, I accelerated hard 3 times. I did some highway, which, keep in mind, hybrids are less good on the highway than they are in town. They shine in the city. They're getting way better city mileage than highway mileage. So keep it in mind that most of my drive was on the highway. And let's see how many miles I did. Here we go. We're still idling, but of course it's in all electric mode. And I've done my average 35.4 miles per gallon on this drive. You can expect that from your Maverick, and I was not nice to this. And you know, the average from test drives is 35.3 miles per gallon, total miles 115.6, and now a total of 20 electric miles. So that's overall all the people that have driven this vehicle. And I'd say I did about 4 or 5 miles and got about 35.4 miles per gallon, even though I was mostly on the highway and accelerated, you know, at least 3 times. I was pretty much pedal to the metal to really test out the acceleration, which I liked. It wasn't mind-blowing. I don't know of anyone who's buying a hybrid to have crazy acceleration times, but it accelerates at the right places. It accelerates properly. It definitely gets the job done, so I have nothing bad to say. I certainly won't be saying that I had fun like I would in my Mustang GT, but this also is getting much better miles per gallon than my Mustang GT, so it really does serve its purpose quite well. So I did a total of 6.8 miles. 3 of those miles were electric, and I got an average of 35.4 miles per gallon. Not being nice to this vehicle, not trying to get good fuel economy, but trying to test its sound out. I drove, you know, a little over 60 miles per hour, we'll say. I won't say my exact speed, but definitely went at proper highway speeds, you know, polite highway speeds, you could say. Didn't hold up traffic in any way, and actually passed 3 cars on the highway, and that's the mileage I got. I mostly drove on the highway, so I can conclude that, you know, the Maverick really should be able to get, you know, 37 to 40 miles per gallon without any issues whatsoever, and really without trying even all that hard.
So you've made it to the end of the video, and I've got a little bonus treat for you. Buyer's advice for the Ford Maverick. If you order your Ford Maverick with that sunroof, or moonroof technically, because it slides into the ceiling, if you order it with that moonroof, you need to realize that it's gonna delay your order. Currently on the ordering sheets that I have access to, it says white and black, definite delay if you take that roof. Now the roof is a fantastic price, so that moonroof, I'm very tempted. It's a great price, but I didn't go with that moonroof with ordering the XLT that I ordered for Mary Pierre, because it would put on a delay, and I want this bet that's going on between Marie and I. So if you've been watching the channel, you're, you know, definitely in the know. Marie said that if her Maverick, if the channel actually gets to 2,000 subscribers, that she would buy the Maverick. Now I've already put in an order for the Maverick, and really she'll buy that Maverick if the channel gets to 2,000 subscribers, but it needs to occur before she gets a VIN number for that Escape. So she ordered last summer a plug-in Escape. She's been waiting for it all year, but you know what? She's willing to put her, I guess, her mouth where her money is. And even though the Maverick's gonna cost a little bit more and actually require gas, for her, the plug-in Escape wouldn't have cost her any gas to go her 12 kilometers, or, you know, whatever that is in miles. I'll try to convert that, but she's got a very short distance to work, and she just drives right into work. She would have been in all electric mode, but as soon as she gets a serial number and a build date, there's no going back. Our build is confirmed, and she's gonna have to take possession of that plug-in Escape when it comes in. Unless we hit 2,000 subscribers first, well then I'll delete that that order before it gets a build number and serial number. So please like and subscribe, help me win this bet. I would really like Marie to have a Ford Maverick because, well, I really like how it looks. I'm really convinced by that hybrid powertrain. I like that it's got the box, and you know, since we've learned that the tailgate can go down at about a 45-degree angle and you can really use up more than the 4.5 feet that that box is offering, I think this is going to be a great little truck. I'm not worried at all about reliability because historically Ford has had extremely reliable hybrid systems going all the way back to the 2003 Ford Escape hybrid, the 2013 Fusion hybrids I've seen next to no issues with, and we haven't had any issues yet with the Escape 2020 hybrid. So I think we're in luck. I think we've got something great on our hands, and I really do hope that we get that Maverick because I'd love to do a 1-year road test review on all this, sort of just keep it for a year, use it, abuse it, and then let you all know how I found it. I'd even like to take it on some light off-road to see, you know, what front wheel drive is like, but more importantly, I'd like to give you a report on what the front wheel drive was like through an entire winter where, you know, my winters here are pretty bad. Usually when we do get a snowstorm, we're looking at, you know, 4 to 10 inches of snow that come down in one shot. So I'd love to give you some feedback and a 1-year review on this vehicle. So until next time, please like and subscribe. I wish you all more cars and more power, and I truly do hope that you get to put the pedal to the metal this week. Marie, why don't you explain this bet to us and how it came about?
Yes, so I've been waiting for my Escape since 1 year now. And John tried to convince me to switch to the Maverick because I still have the time to switch my command because I didn't have a VIN number for my Escape. So I put a bet with him. I said, if you have 2,000 subscribers until I have my VIN number, yes, I will switch. So help him have the Maverick.